Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to get girls and how to improve your dating and sex life. Um, this is something I really struggled with when I was younger, and I didn't realize that the answer and the solution to my problems was so easy. Um, one of the mistakes guys make is that they listen to women. Women don't know what they respond to, and they like to think, and this is not all women, but they like to think that they're not animals or that they're past their animal nature. Um, they emotionally respond to things like fit guys, guys who have a lot of wealth, um, guys who are tall, guys who are genetically, have good genetics. Um, and another one is guys who are successful. Now, every woman is different for what they're looking for. Some women, they want a guy who's 6 feet tall. That's what they want. Or some women don't want they don't want a white guy. The guy's too white. He's too dark. He's not tall enough. Too tall. Doesn't make enough money. Doesn't have enough wealth. But makes too much money and all this shit. And it's for a good reason. It's not for a bad reason that women look for this stuff. And this isn't to knock the ladies. This is what's made the human race so successful over the past, I think it's how long we've been on Earth, like 200,000 years or something like that, or 2 million. Can't remember off the top of my head. But women are looking for the strongest men. You have to look at it from a perspective, a biological perspective from the woman. So her main drive is to have children with the strongest male and raise those children to have a successful life. That's what they care about. And there's women who aren't going to have children, and they make a conscious decision to mitigate their subconscious desires to have children, right? But the women, they're looking for the biggest, baddest, strongest dudes. And back in the day, the tallest, strongest men were really desirable for protection. And women still have that wiring in their brain. So that's why you'll see a girl, she'll see a guy who's like 6'8" and just her pussy's gonna get wet. She's gonna, she would definitely give that guy a very easy chance. Not that he can't fuck it up, okay? But the women still have that desire. And so what can you do to help yourself? You might be short, you might be fat, you might be whatever. First thing, get into fucking shape. Um, there's no excuse, man. Our society has really beaten men down so they're not in shape. Like if you look at most, married men, they are fucking out of shape. They're disgustingly fat. And it's because our society incentivizes that. They want weak, docile men who can be controlled. But it's not very good when invaders come to attack our neighborhood, right? So first thing, get into shape. And if I have one piece of advice for getting into shape, it's get into martial arts. Don't pick a stupid martial art like Taekwondo or Hapkido or some bullshit, man. Pick a real martial art. Mixed martial arts, Krav Maga, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. Find one you fucking like, or Muay Thai. Find one that you like, because first off, you have to have fun. If you're not having fun, you won't continue doing it. But my personal opinion on the matter is to get into mixed martial arts so that you have a good striking base and you have a good grappling base, and then add weapons training into it. So what I'll do is I do mixed martial arts, and then I'll go get guys that I work with, and we'll practice, taking pistols from people and taking knives from people, and just figure it out, right? So don't put yourself into one little hole. Some guys they only do MMA, or they only do this, or they only do that. Train for everything. Train for a real fight. Um, Learn how to fight, and in turn, you will get in shape. I promise you that. Doing mixed martial arts was the one of the best decisions I've ever made. And then on top of that, getting into the weapons. like weapon disarms and all that stuff, 100% do it. There's not a girl in the world who's going to be like, oh wow, this guy does martial arts, I'm not interested. It's not going to happen. But there are women who, let's say they do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, she's like a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and she can fuck you up, she's not going to want to date you. Women like guys, women respond very positively to guys that can fuck people up, and who have control. That's not saying this, you don't go out in the street and start beating people up and doing all this stuff, but you just present yourself as the strongest man that you can, physically strongest man that you can. The next thing, uh, intellect. You need to, if you are not physically gifted, you need to be able to produce wealth with your brain. Women are looking for guys who can produce. They want a guy who can provide the lifestyle for them and their future children. Whether they're gonna have children with you or not, they're definitely fucking thinking about this. They're thinking about it in the base of their brain, or in their like reptilian brain, or whatever. So yeah, get your physique right, get your combat skills right, and get your money right. Three things right there. Three things you have control over. Very doable things. You can't control your height, you can't control your whatever, but you can control those things. There are billionaires in this world that have smoking hot girlfriends because they can produce. Uh, when a guy can produce and he makes a lot of wealth legitimately, excuse me, it communicates to the women that other people rely on this guy and that this guy can be fucking relied on. So, one more thing on top of all that, make sure you pay for the first date. I don't give a fuck what any of these feminists say. And, 50-50, this and that, pay for the first fucking date. Take a girl for a drink. If you're worried about getting fleeced, having a girl waste your time and your money, take her for one drink. And if she doesn't fuck you on the first night, cut her loose. Women, if they find you attractive enough and they think you're valuable enough, they will fuck you on the first night because they're afraid of losing you. If they see you as like a long-term provider, you're really gonna suffer, man. Like, women just are designed to take advantage of, like what they call beta males or whatever you want to fucking call them. They get taken advantage of by women. They're genetically designed to do that because, like, the women, they fuck the big bad dudes and they fucking take advantage of the beta males. It's just the way it is. The way women are designed, it's made the human race very successful over the past, however many years. So what else can you do to get girls? Oh, don't fucking take their shit, man. Like, if a girl steps out of line, I will fucking send her ass out the fucking door. Like, do not put up with any of their bullshit, any unreasonable requests, anything that you feel like this bitch is poking at you and to see what you're made of. Because that's what she's doing. She wants to test you to see if you're gonna fucking stand up to her. Because if you can't stand up to her, this like 5'4" fucking girl, how are you gonna stand up to a dude that's 6'4"? How are you gonna do it? You're not. But that's where the martial arts comes in. Because if you can fight, it'll change your fucking life. But yeah, get get fit, get money, get attractive, and don't put up with their shit. Let them know, like, with your actions. Let them know with your actions that their shit is not gonna fly. If she says, she'll say like, I don't have any like examples off the top of my head, but she will say shit like, um, fuck, I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one. You need to get experience with girls, and you might also be wondering how I know all this shit. So I have a side job where I bartend bachelorette parties and women's birthday parties, and I do it with like pretty much my underwear on. So am I a stripper? No, but am I almost a stripper? Am I pretty much a stripper? Do some girls think I'm a stripper? Yes. And women, they'll fucking poke at you, they'll poke at you, they'll poke at you. They want to make sure that you're fucking legit. And you need to be able to tell a bitch off. You need to be able to walk away. If you can walk away from a girl, she will respect you. And she will respect you, she will fuck you. Because that's the thing that you want. There's all this shit that these girls want, but there's stuff that you want too. And any guy that says he's not there to fuck is straight up lying. maybe if he's gay or like had his balls cut off or something like that. But we want to fuck. We're there to fuck cute girls. That's what we want. We don't want to be friends. Like any guy in the friend zone. Oh, that's another thing. Don't be in the friend zone. It if a woman puts you in the friend zone, she doesn't fuck you on the first night. Cut her loose. Let her know that that shit's not gonna fly. And it's tough. Like when I was younger, I had a really hard time walking away, and because I didn't have a lot of options. But women, here's one more thing. They want to know that you have other options. They want to know that there's other girls who want to fuck you. I don't know why, man. The women, they call it hypergamy. A bunch of girls want the top dudes because it's like a bull and cows, right? Like one bull can impregnate 100 cows, but one woman can't get impregnated by 100 dudes. So as men, we're very disposable, and the bottom 50% are cut off immediately. So you got to put yourself in the top 50%, and you can do that with your wealth, with your skills, with your looks, um, and your knowledge. Like you might be 21 years old, sitting there like, you don't really realize that you're not getting girls because young men are fucking disposable. Like you have no skills, you have no utility, you have no use. Um, you need to get skills, you need to get money, you need to do all that stuff. And don't take their fucking shit. The feminism, and social media has just absolutely ruined women. You know, they don't realize it, but when they get all this attention, and women love attention, make no mistake, that they get all this attention, they put a Facebook post out there and picture they're doing the duck face shit, or on Tinder squeezing their tits together. You know, that's for attention. They want attention, but when you don't give it to them, and you're a high value male, like you have some value, they will be putty in your hands. How did I learn this? So I did a bunch of traveling, especially in Latin America. And me looking the way I look, I'm a white guy with blue eyes and blonde hair. Women there would go fucking crazy for, like, girls on Tinder would be pushing for first dates, like fucking on the first night all the time. Very few. There's a few feminists, but not a whole bunch. And I learned that it's because I had value. The women thought I had value. So make yourself more valuable. You know, it's sad, and I know a lot of guys, they don't want to think of it that way, but you really have to think about it that way, because if you don't think of it this way, you're going to be taken advantage of. You're going to lose your money, you're going to lose your time. Your time is the main one. Having these fucking bitches waste your time on first dates and your money because you're paying for drinks. Don't don't spend a whole bunch of money. You want it as cheap as possible. One drink each, depending on whatever country you're in. It's uh it's uh it's not a lot. Like, you're looking at like $20 or fucking whatever. Like, that's cheap, easy peasy. Um, and don't take her for stupid shit like dinner and movies and all this fucking gay shit. Take her for a drink. Put your big boy pants on and take her for a fucking drink. You know why? Because that communicates to her that you want to fuck her, and that you're not going to take any less. Make sure you're ready to walk away, man. If that bitch does the wrong fucking thing, you be like, you know what? That doesn't work for me. I'll see you later. She's a feminist. Walk away. Feminism is fucking dog shit. It is a dog shit ideology that has ruined women, and we need to take this shit back. There's there's feminists who are like discriminatory towards men. It happens all the time. It's such a double standard, and it's absolutely dog shit. But if you notice during this whole COVID thing, like especially in the beginning when everyone was afraid, didn't hear the feminists talking. I heard a lot of crickets in the background while the men were getting their fucking rifles out and getting ready for the bad guys. You don't see, as soon as the women have to do something that puts their life in danger, they're not feminists anymore. Oh, as soon as they have to do the draft, oh, they're not feminists anymore. You hear them talking like, oh, we want more fucking women CEOs, we want more board of directors, da 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 da. You never hear them talking about we want more women, garbage men or fucking any of the shitty jobs. When you talk about the draft, they don't want to be included in the draft. It's very unfair for men, and you got to be aware of this. But if you can get this shit down, you can put yourself in that top 20%. You put yourself in the top 10%. You will uh you will have a great dating life. Like me, I've fucked at least 100 girls in my life, and some real hot chicks and some real beauties. And I don't regret it. I don't. It's very fulfilling, man, to fuck all these girls. So get your shit started. Get yourself straightened out. Quit fucking bitching. It's not your fault that things are against you, but it's your fault if you don't fucking do something about it. Get to work. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. Uh, if you liked it, just, like the video, I guess, or subscribe, whatever. And let me know for any other topics. Okay. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.